Brocars Builders Inc. is a social enterprise providing mobile business vehicles for small and medium businesses. They are the fastest growing startup company in Negros Occidental. And joining us today from Bacolod is Brocars co founder Jonel Pericon. Hi, Jonel.
Hello, Ellen. How great pleasure uh, to have this interview and to be of service to the young people wants to know about social entrepreneurship.
So, as a social enterprise, what social causes and projects does Brokers currently support and would like to support in the future?
Actually, the current causes that we're doing right now is based on our current business. Before I proceed to that question, actually, before we started this company, we started in a small shop, and there's some difference about those previous business that I have, and comparing to the social enterprise that you are talking about. So the social enterprise is more on, I don't know if you just correct me, is more on the purpose to provide solution to the society on the current problems. So right now, our business model is based on a mobile business vehicle where during this pandemic, we realized that we need to produce a mobile vehicle for small business owners and also for medium business owners. The main reason for that is that because of the business model that is happening right now because of this pandemic, we cannot go out and buy stuff. So those small business owners, their businesses is greatly affected by this situation. So what we did is we make a mobile vehicle that is affordable for them to buy, because if you buy for a brand new vehicle, it's very expensive. So what we did is that we try to produce a vehicle locally, but using the raw materials from other countries like Korea or Japan. So we can make a vehicle that can mobilize their business. It can be vegetables, it can be seafoods, it can be anything that they want to do business with, and to mobilize their business. So that's one of our the main point. I will show you later outside how we do the business vehicle, and also that is the first thing that we did in our current business. Now we're trying to build that business based uh, on that product. But the future business that we will do someday is more on, because my experience mainly in R&D. So we try to make a product that can solve the society more. So we focus on solving the garbage problems like Singapore did, because locally here in the Philippines and also in local society, the main problem here is the garbage control. So we can see a lot of floods coming in, and also the problems on energy, and also the problems on quarry. I don't know if all of you do you know about quarrying land in the Philippines? So there's a lot of illegal quarrying. So we can solve that eventually if we make the garbage the same as the solution from Singapore, that if they can make garbage into soil and into energy, so we can solve a little bit the quarrying problems in our country or in our local society. So it's not easy actually to be here in the Philippines, because there's a lot of bureaucracies and there's a lot of things that you need to there's a lot of people that you need to talk because of like government, and also there's a lot of funds that you need to collect to follow that vision and those social enterprise. But uh, that's the thing that we're planning to do. And before that, I would like to show you how we build the vehicles outside. I don't know if you don't mind if I can show you the
Sure,
vehicles outside.
sure.
Actually, you can see the office. Can you say hi?
Yes.
Hello,
Hello.
Jill.
Hello.
This is the office. Currently, we have. This is my office. Okay.
So how many employees do you have currently?
Right now, we have almost 40 uh, employees here,
When
and
you
we have the material control office here as well.
So when you started initially, how many were the employees?
Only 5.
Only 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's grown to 40.
Then
So what are we seeing right now?
these are the trucks that we are making. Actually, the vehicles here that we are doing is that it came from a scratch. What do I mean by that is that it's totally a wreck. The raw materials is like this, and how we build the trucks from the scratch. So this is our production area. This is where denting and painting is happening. We try to build, and also we also doing a services for private vehicles that want to restore their vehicle as well. So this is our chief painter, Kenneth. So this is our center. So this some of them, some of our customers like this, they want to restore their vehicle. We can restore as well. They can customize. We can also make the canopy at the back. It's like a jeepney, or they want to make an FB van. We can also do this here for them to save costs on uh, buying a brand new vehicle. Then here is the services, the recondition of engine, because here these are the people that try to recondition the engine. Uh, say hi. This is Ariel, Jack. They are doing the engine recondition, and also they are doing the quality control of the unit here as well. And if you go to that side, that is our canteen. We have our own canteen inside for our employees. Excuse me, Jack. Thank you, Jack.
So you provide the meals for your employees, or do they get a discount?
They get a discount. They also have free meal, one free meal every day,
Everything.
lunch. And this is the place for our aircon. If you want to recondition your air conditioning in the vehicle, and also this is the place for calibrating the engine on the vehicle. So actually we have and if you see, there's a lot of whiteboards how we schedule repairs and production to systematically see what is the priority of the production right now. Because normally in any business, production is very important and it's very challenging. Uh, you cannot please all the customers if you are still new. So that's the very big challenge for putting up a business like this. And this is our warehouse. These are the raw materials that we have.
The raw materials are
And this
coming from Korea, is that correct?
Korea and Japan. Yeah,
Korean. Are they surplus or
surplus and brand new. We have
surplus
both
and brand?
surplus and brand new. And also, this is Joseph, our upholstery master. Joseph, say hi. He's the one responsible for our upholstery inside the vehicle. So if you notice, we try to restore upholstery as well. The chairs inside, we try to put uh, those other features to make the vehicle attractive. Even though it is not brand new, we try to make the vehicle brand new. The main reason for that, is that we try to show that with the price of the vehicle, even though it's not that expensive compared to brand new, we can still compete on the quality closely to the brand new vehicle, because we try to give the goal is to give affordable vehicles for small business owners, for them to to mobilize their business currently. So that is the company.
How did you get funding at the initial phase, and how do you plan to get funding for future expansion?
Actually, funding is the most challenging thing on a business, because honestly, if I just get funding, because I was not born to be having a gold or silver plate in front of me, because my family is not that rich, and and from the saving from an OFW is not that big, because most of the OFW will just understand how to save money, even though you try to save it as much as possible, but it's not enough to build a business, a secure business on that fund. So the most important thing first is to create your genuine mission and vision. Because in order to give other people to give you a fund, they must believe the vision that you have, or the mission that you have, and the goal. Because sometimes we give goals that are very broad goals, so we need to give specific goals, not to have a win-win situation with regards to the investors and also to the brokers. And sometimes you need to the challenging part on getting funding is sometimes you can be a desperate person to get the fund. So whatever conditions on the contract, you just accept and sign. I also have that experience on that, until I can learn a big lesson on getting that fund. So it's very difficult, but the thing that I learned on getting a fund is that first, of course, you need to do it in parallel. You cannot do it in series. You can get fund from your relatives, explaining to them. You can get loans from the banks, and also you can get outside investors. You will do it. You will do it in simultaneous manner if you want to pursue the goal of doing a business. That's what I did. Because if you just do it one by one in serious manner, for me, the principle that I have is that if you want some blessings, you do it everything that you can. So, because the blessings will come The explosive blessings will come in unexpected manner sometimes. You cannot say that the thing that you're expecting that is the thing that is coming.
So,
So
yes. So you've
yes,
mentioned that
Alan.
for the initial phase, you got funding from relatives. At what interest rate did they give the loan to you? Is it lower than the bank or at par with the bank?
Actually, I get funding, initial funding from a friend. Uh, the first is the interest rate that they give is very high. Of course, normally the people in a country, what this is what I learned. The people here in the Philippines, also, especially in our local Bacolod Negros, they are not used to the investment per se. They are used in loaning a person that is higher interest rate because they think that the people here want to get the money in a short term profit, but they don't know about the long term benefit if they invest in a company. So we try during that period, even though you explain specifically, they try to go to the traditional manner. But now, uh, little by little, the people here understand the meaning of a long-term investment because of the explanation that we did every day. So one day, every day we'll try to tell you that every day we try to talk to 4 people every day to invest in a company, just to pursue this company, this goal, this vision to the end.
Uh,
So the interest rate is very big. I will tell you then when the time comes that he saw the company that is not the company yet because it's still startup, he saw that we cannot afford to pay the interest rate. We came to the conclusion to go to the long-term investment. We try to convert and give him stake percentage ownership of the company. So that's one that we are lucky that we have a friend like that. But what if or we don't have, so it's very difficult. Then so we try to, even though we get some funding from a friend, it's not still enough. We're trying to gather funds uh, to make this company grow as what you see outside. And the main reason for that, some of the people give us a long-term fund because of the mission that we have. The mission actually we have is that we are focusing more on character rather than a resume or a paper. So the emotion that they have on our company is some of the people here they emotionally attached on our company because of that mission. So they invested on that mission. So sometimes it can be too good to be true, but because of that mission, miracles happen. Some people will be touched, uh, will be touched through their hearts that they cannot believe that there's a company that focusing more on a character, because normally in the outside world, even though in other countries, first world countries, we focusing on how educated you are in the paper. So they are investing in it. And the second investment, sometimes they are attracted here, is that because of the vision that we have, that we want to be the number one transportation solution nationwide, means that not only trucking or vehicles that we are doing right now, but someday we will solve some problems that is transportation related. So that is the thing that they invested in.
have you tried
And
getting loans from bank, and how was your experience?
yeah, mainly, of course, as an entrepreneur, maybe I will tell you that I did loan almost all of the banks did apply in parallel because you need to do that. Even though we have deposit, this is what I learned. We have a main bank. I will not mention a name. We all our accounts are there, all our deposits are there, but they are hesitant to loan us. But there's a bank that they don't know us, but they gave us the loan.
Is it a
So
rural bank?
there's
A rural bank or
no uh, a local bank. I will not mention a name, but what I learned is this: you cannot expect a bank, even though you're having relationship, long-term relationship with them, they're gonna loan you. The, there's a bank also, even though they don't know you that well, they will approve the loan. So for me, it's like there's no assurance on approval of a loan.
have you
Even
tried?
though you along have you even though you have a lot of experience on that bank, there's no assurance on approval of the loan. Even though your accounts is quite good, there's no assurance on the approval of the loan.
Have you
The one of the
tried?
reasons that he told me, yes,
Yeah,
Alan.
have you tried government agencies like OWA? Since you're an OFW, have you tried to explore that?
Yeah, I already tried. I tried online, go there, but the thing is, the funds that they have is also lacking with regards to the pandemic right now. So they're focusing more on medical rather than the entrepreneurs like us. Even though it's also important to fund us to maintain the economy now. But this is the thing that I learned here locally, Ellen. If you also, I don't know if you're already here in the Philippines, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Uh, this is the thing that I learned here in local business. Most of the people don't care about to listen about the mission and the vision that you have if you cannot show them something that what they are talking about. Unlike other countries that are already mature on the investment point of view, it depends on how you explain and specific goals, they might believe you and invest in you. But here, you need to show them first, then they will believe you. It's like you need to put a prototype of a company that what can be uh, this is my company now. I will show you my place. I will show you how we do it. I will show you how we do our sales, and I will show you our plan. So this is how the Philippine business work as of now. They don't have those thinking of maybe this is the potential company.
So in short, most of your investors are foreigners.
Uh, most of the investors right now, one of them are Filipino and OFW, two of them, but most of them are people here locally, but we try to show them first, then they invest. So they like to show a proof. So, but the thing is, we are also hoping for a investor that is more purpose-driven investor, then can see the potential in us on the future. And we're praying for that even now, because here locally is very difficult. Because the main reason, Ellen, is this: because our tradition and culture is not yet break. So maybe brokers will break it little by little, and because someday, of course, that is also our mission and vision someday. That if we become big and if you have a lot of money, we can also invest on small students that is new graduate with a great idea. Uh, then we can invest on them. That is our future goal. Actually, we would like to be a investment firm because we know how painful it is to get an investor. So, in order for the future people that having a great idea, and they are not afraid to show that they can make a product, brokers will help the future on doing that kind of investment. But before that, we will make money here first on our brokers. Then after that, we can make an investment firm. That is the goal.
So, as a social enterprise, how do you measure impact?
How do I measure impact? Is this now? There's a lot of things that I'm very happy right now in our company. First, most of the employees here uh, are not graduate on college or universities, even at the office, but they're doing great job. You can see. So the impact is that we're following the mission that we have. We are not only putting it on a wall just to impress the people that is entering our office. So what we are writing in the mission is that we are following it thoroughly. Actually, if I interview a person to get a job here, I'm not asking for a resume. I'm just asking them to talk to me and to work immediately and see what happens. So that is how I build the people here. Then the second impact is that here there's a lot of uh, now the society that we have here in Bacolod, the little by little known brokers that uh, we're more on a purpose-driven company, not only a profit-oriented company. So that is the great impact. And you can see some uh, big people like uh, influential people here locally, influential, and politicians that is trying to connect with us now that we are also surprised and we also feel blessed that maybe 3 years ago it's very hard for them to contact us or to contact them. Now they're the one opening the doors for us. And it's not that we're trying to take advantage of that connection, but we're trying to take advantage with that connection to help other people as well. Because here, uh, in order to have a great business, to continue to thrive business, you need to have relationships. That's the truth of being an entrepreneur. Relationship is very important. Even though you have great ideas, if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know what is patience, what is persistence towards people that you are in front of you, is very hard to do entrepreneurship or social enterprise.
What to you is a successful social enterprise?
Successful social enterprise is this: if you attain the goals, that specific goals that you that that a company make, which is related to how to help the society. In the business perspective, we have goals also. We have the goals of our company is to increase the valuation of the company, company valuation by we're not focusing more on the profit of the product, but we are focusing more on the quality of the product and empowering our employee. So that's the reason why that's the thing. Because of that focus on increasing the company valuation, we can do that things. We can create quality of the product, and also we can empower our employee. Because our focus is not on the temporary profit, we focus more on the long-term profit of the company. Then we have the reason why we try to increase the valuation of the company. I cannot disclose it here. Maybe investors that want to invest in us, I can disclose it in personal manner. There's a specific goals that we are trying to build, and if we do that, the social impact, if we can attain the goal, the social impact is very It's very big because we try to build here to change the society mindset, where the mindset here actually in the local is there's still a slavery mindset. If this goal will be, uh, I believe that this goal will come to pass. If this will come to pass, the mindset of people in Bacolod will totally change from slavery to a design-oriented mindset.
What's the greatest
So
lesson
that
you've
is our
learned?
goal. Uh,
Continue.
yes, Ellen.
Yes, yes, continue.
Actually, that is our goal. Uh, yeah, that is our goal. The society. We try to change the society mindset because the only thing for you, maybe I think the testimony of a person or a company, only you can testify if you already experience the things. If the people can see the changes here, then we can testify that it will just create a ripple of that mindset. So that is the social impact that we are trying to give.
What's the greatest lesson you've learned so far from co-founding brokers?
Oh, there's a lot of great lessons that uh, actually doing a social entrepreneurship. The book is only just a instrument for you to jumpstart, but it's not all of it. Because I know that there's a lot of OFWs or people want to do business, but the most important thing is to experience it, and you need to have a heart. I think you need to pray and to our Lord Jesus Christ to have a heart, strong heart, to handle failures, not to give up, because that's true. Any people maybe can say that this is a common word. Failure can give you great lesson, but that is a true scenario of learning a business or social entrepreneurship. And the main thing is that you have a specific goal, not to be meaning. What do you mean by specific goal? Is that you need to put some years target on it and a certain value on it, and what kind of goals. And the goals is not, it must not be a usual goal. It must be an extraordinary goal for you to proceed. Because if you just focus on getting profit every day, it's very hard to wake up. But if you have that vision and goal, you can wake up happy. You can wake up excited. I think that is the most important thing for you to have a motivation. You have a specific goal, and the thing is that you need to have a strong heart to experience failures and go back. And the one thing that I learned is that you need to have a close relationship to our Lord Jesus Christ. You need to talk to Him every day, because you cannot do it by yourself. That's one thing I learned. I cannot, even though I have partners. And also the one thing I can share, if you have partners in business, you need to have a separate gift. You cannot have the same gift. You need to discern what gift that is most you can do, and what gift that you can do on that side. Because you cannot make a company by yourself. Honestly, you need to have partnership. But also choosing a partner is that you need to discern well whether you have a different gifts. Because if you have the same gifts, you will try uh, have try to collide each other every day, try to compete with each other every day. So it's not good. There's no complementary gifts on the side of the company. I'm so blessed that I have a partner with a complementary gifts, uh, and he has a weaknesses. I have a weaknesses also. He complement my weakness based on the business, and his weakness I complement his weakness based on this business. So that is very important to get partnership. It's one. And the second one is you need to learn how to talk and how to explain with clarity to the customers, to investors, to your employees, and means that if you need to have that voice, you need.
Oh, hello, Jonel.
Yes, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
sorry for that. You
Continue.
need to learn how to talk, and that's very important on the business. You need to learn how to communicate properly uh, with them, because even though you have, if you have a, there's no excuses to be a introvert. A lot of people want to say that I'm an introvert person. I only want to think. That's okay. But when the time comes that if you are an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to communicate. It's very important. Most of the people will just say that it's very hard for an introvert. I know that it's very like it's very big job for you to talk sometimes, but it's only a spirit. It's only, it's not it's only about your character, how you're gonna change it. If you talk to, if you want to learn, it will become very easy for you to talk someday. And the greatest thing that I learned on this social enterprise, that you can lean uh, on God's word, talk to Him. There's a lot of things that it's out of your control, but the important thing is those out of control, for you to be at peace, is to take rest at the hands of the Lord Jesus Christ, to give it all to Him. That the things that you cannot control, but the things that you can control, you need to do as much as possible with the schedule. Do the hard work, because being a startup, actually there's 8 to 5 is not a time for us. Is only a rule. But if you don't have the clock here, sometimes you can forget what is the time. You need to finish the job as soon as possible. So that is passion. And to be a social entrepreneurship, the most important thing is to give importance to your core members. So the core members of your company, you need to specify who is your core member, then give importance to them, empower them. So what we did in this company, actually, to be frank with you, this is the first time locally we gave stake ownership to our core members, to make them feel that they're part of the company. So they're not depending on the salaries that they have. They're not depending on the schedule and the contract they signed, but they're depending based on the heart, or the seed that we put in their hearts. So that is the thing that I learned to be a social enterprise.
So thank you so much, Jonel Pericon, for joining us today, for taking the time for this interview, and all the best to Bro Cars.
Okay, thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you.